The world is so full of meaning, we just can't even grab it by the tail. My name is Bryant Voigt, and I'm a poet and a teacher. And I try to make poems that capture something of the world and the human experience of living in the world, which is fraught. It's fraught, it's challenging, it's complicated. And it seems to me that poetry is able to capture some of those complications in a way that none of the other arts exactly do. I grew up on a farm. I like living out in the countryside. As you can see behind me, this is formerly a working farm here in Vermont. And some of the creatures from that environment come into my poems. So whether that's direct or indirect, I don't know quite how to trace it. So I've always tried hard not to repeat myself with each book. I've written longer kinds of pieces. Lyric poems tend to be quite short. I've also written sequences as another way to see if more of the world could come in. My most recent book, Headwaters, I eliminated all punctuation. So there's no punctuation whatsoever. What that does is kind of force the language to go all the way to that white space over there at the end on the right-hand margin, so that the reader, I hope, has no choice but to follow me where I want to go. In the medicine wheel, the emblem for wisdom is the same for gratitude. At dusk, at dark, the far-sighted owl strikes in utter silence. When we hear it from the tree or the barn, what it announces is already finished. It's all failure in the making of art, because you always fail to reach whatever that thing is that's sort of glimmering out there that has no shape yet and has no form yet. And you know, what are you hoping for in your heart of hearts? You always fail. You always fail. If you didn't fail, why would you write the next one? What's the compensation? Why would anybody undertake such a thing? It's because of the exhilaration that happens within the process of doing it. That you're able to know more about the world, more about yourself. You're more fully alive than at any time. To have a foundation come along and say, we want you to do that work, and we're going to make it possible for you to do that work for 5 years. It's absolutely extraordinary. There's nothing whatsoever that prepared me for a single moment of thinking that this could ever happen.